The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Stocks have generally outperformed other investments through history, but for a long-term investor, and most of people are, I think there should be a place for stocks in the portfolio, and they could go up a lot from where they are now. They could also go down a lot. That's the problem.
What an idiot!
Welcome to Phil's Gang. It's 7 past the hour here on Phil's Gang on this Memorial Day, and it is a beautiful day. Today we pause to pay tribute to the brave members of the United States Armed Forces who lost their lives giving the highest form of service to their country and defending this great nation. Marta, myself, and Phil's Gang team want to express our deep appreciation and gratitude to these heroic individuals. To our veterans and to the active men and women serving, the American people stand with you, support you, and will never forget you. Thank you for your service. What an idiot is right, Schiller. I don't know why they invite him on these programs, Robert Schiller. Why? He never states, he sits on the fence all the time. You heard what he said. Well, they could go down, the markets could go up, but they also could go down. Well, we know that. So they bring him on, they give him this big fanfare. Here's this genius from Harvard coming on. Are you nuts? A genius? It's amazing. So the market's just barely, every day it goes up a little bit, trying to reach an all-time high because stocks can't come down because when the big boys leave, a lot of those guys are hedge funds where they bet the market's going to go down and they bet putting pressure on that market. When they're gone, there's no way to keep the market down. So every day, just a little bit of buying comes in and pushes the market up. So what you see today in the market is not what you're going to see next week when everybody gets back. So be careful with the market during these kind of holiday weeks. Okay, but we did have some good stocks. Our stock, McDonald's, we'll go over that one. That's a power stock, powering ahead. We bought that a few weeks ago. We'll talk about that one. So again, the market continues to struggle. It struggles. We are continuing to be in this narrow range because of what's coming out of Washington, especially the budget. Everything's about the budget and how, and I can't stand it. I get so tired of these liberals like what's his name from New York Times? Paul Krugman. Thank you. And then there's that little guy. I can't think of his name either today. Isn't that awful? But anyways, Robert Reich. Yes, those two guys are unbelievable. You talk about communist socialists, give everybody everything. I mean, it's unbelievable, these guys. You know why? Because they don't work for a living. They never worked for a living. That's why. It's amazing. Now, they're so upset because of what's being cut. Why don't you be as upset as what's being wasted? I get so tired of hearing from them how this is terrible what he's going to cut.
It is not an overstatement to say that some children will die because of this.
This is a budget which says that if you are a member of the Trump family, you may receive a tax break.
Trump puts out a budget that is hateful, as mean-spirited.
It directly targets the poor.
It is totally fraudulent accounting.
You're cutting programs like TANF and CHIP that directly impact kids.
The president's budget, is it dead on arrival?
Yes. This budget, if fully implemented, would require us to retreat from the world diplomatically or put people at risk. You have a lot of Benghazis in the making.
This budget exists somewhere over the rainbow.
This is a killer
for the American people. Literally a killer.
God, people are going to be dying on the street. They're going to be dying on the street. Yeah, no more Medicaid, no more no more checks for disability. Well, that'd be good. You know that disability checks have more than doubled? More than doubled? Oh, they're all upset about food stamps being now what they're saying is the federal government is telling the states, look, you take over the food stamps. Because there's so much fraud, you take it. And then you can do what you want. You can do what Bill Clinton did, tied to the food stamps. Hey, you got to work. You got to work to get these food stamps. Show us you're working or you're in college or you're getting a job. Do something. Just don't show up for your food stamps. Show us you're trying to do something. And do you remember when Bill Clinton did that? Welfare dropped by half. Welfare dropped by half when he put that program in. And then the unemployment rate went down as well. Get so tired of these liberals. Now, I'm not talking about Democrats. I'm talking about the nut jobs. Believe me, there's nut jobs on the right, too. Matter of fact, I always say I don't think there should be any parties. Because it's all phony anyways. So they say they're criticizing this budget. And they call it cruel, deviant, and how the government should show some compassion. Well, wait a minute. What about showing some compassion to us who have to pay for these programs? I want to see some compassion. Don't you? Look at what we had to do to pay for Obamacare, to take care of 30 million people that he claimed would die on the street, which, by the way, was a lie, because the 30 million people could walk into any emergency room and get what they needed, even though they didn't have health care. Small businesses like mine paid for a person to walk into the emergency room who didn't have insurance. My small business, your small business, we paid for that. They got insurance. It was a whole lie. Everybody's going to die on the street. That's a total lie. And now they're doing it again here with this budget. Cruel. What's cruel about it? No compassion.
We looked at this budget through the eyes of the people who are actually paying the bills. Compassion needs to be on both sides of that equation. Yes, you have to have compassion for folks who are receiving the federal funds, but also you have to have compassion for the folks who are paying it. So, think about it. Our premiums of 180 million people went up, some as high as 60%, 50%, to take care of 30 million people. So 180 million people that had health insurance, and you could choose whatever health insurance you wanted back then. Remember, no more. So what they did is they said, we're going to take the 180 million people and we're going to raise their rates up, and then we're going to take the young people and we're going to force them into this insurance program or find them. I mean, how stupid. How stupid. But now they're talking about, again, how cruel Trump is over this. Now, this is nuts. Then they say he's not a patriot because patriotism involves sacrificing for the common good. And that's what he's not doing. He's not sacrificing for the common good. He's not for collectivism, I guess what they're saying. Well, if you want collectivism and sacrificing for the common good, then why don't you go to Argentina? Why don't you go to Cuba? How'd that work out? What are you, nuts? I mean, go to Venezuela, rather. Sorry, Argentina. Venezuela. Go to Cuba. That hasn't worked out too well. Trump is not a compassionate person. He's going to let children die. Do we forget that he sent that missile over to Syria and blew up everybody because he was so upset that the Syrians were gassing children? He's got his own children. Look at his family, his children, his grandchildren. He loves children. You think he's going to let children die on the street? These people are nuts. We'll be right back after this break. I got to look out the window and see how many dead people are on the street.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil'sGang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil'sGang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Recognized as an Axiom Business Award winner, the highly acclaimed Walter's Way book, authored by legendary businessman Walter Scheer, is now available in digital and audio formats at the philsgang.com Bud C store. Enjoy the stories of a relief kid who survived TB, corporate betrayal, bankruptcy, and still made millions and touched the lives of billions. Don't wait. Pick up the Walter's Way book in hardcover, digital, and in audio format at philsgang.com. Phil'sGang.com. What are people saying?
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years. Very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I love the new MV charts on Phil's software, and I'm making profits using them.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I love your new MV1, making lots of profits.
I love the chart. You know, I'm limited with time. Real good as far as just looking at whatever ticker tells me right away.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
The new MV1 and MV2 charting software. I particularly like the pre- and post-market candlesticks.
You guys have always been great on the service side. I can't say enough about the service side.
Don't wait. Sign up for Phil's Gang today. Give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. When St. Jude finds something that works well with a certain cancer, they share that with everybody. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge. We just have to worry about helping Chandler, and he's just my heart.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Celebrating 18 years as the leader in investing and trading education.
Following your system has been fantastic.
Yeah, I really appreciate the work you do. You're really an inspiration.
Well, all of the tools you've put together for us have just given us so much confidence.
I have learned so much. It is absolutely incredible.
You're really one of the best I've ever heard. I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
Financial education is, in many respects, the most important education you can get, and that's what they're getting from your show.
You guys have always been great on the service side.
I have so much more confidence than when I'm in my trading.
Phil, keep up the good work. I love the chart.
I've been in this business for 45 years, and you are the best. And I've been following you, I guess, about 9 months right now, and you've just done a great job.
Listen to Phil, join the gang, and you'll never regret it.
If you're serious about securing your financial future, then contact philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call, 877-600-4264.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, for years I've been talking about the Plunger Team, and everybody looked at me like I was nuts. Now, what's the Plunger Team? The Plunger Team is a group, consists of the Commodities Future Trading Commission, the Chicago Board of Trade chairperson, the Aunt B, the Fed, Treasury Secretary, and I'm missing one more. But they get together with the president, and they decide, and I told you, when to push the markets up, when to push the markets down. You remember last week when we had that big drop, one day, a big drop, 300 points. And I told everybody, no, it's going to go right back up. And the next morning, it shot right back up. That's the Plunger Team. That's the Plunger Team. When they don't want that market to go down, that's what they do. And every morning, you ever notice you wake up, the market's up 40 points, 50 points, 30 points. You can close down 100 points. The next morning you wake up, it's up 30, it's up 40. And that's what they've been doing for 8 years, financially engineering the stock market continue to go up and up and up. Now, of course, they used what we call stock buybacks, what they call QE. But who engineers it is this team. Now, listen to this. Last night on CNBC, I couldn't believe they would let this be said.
There is a system in place, which was put in place by Ronald Reagan in 1988. And the purpose of this group or this plan was to insulate markets from occurrences like we had in 1987. And it's called the Plunge Protection Group. And the Plunge Protection Group was put in place to stabilize and keep markets normalized, and has been used many times along the way, including 2008, 2009, when we had these drastic downturns in the market. It is very specific in the Reagan order that no minutes be kept and no records of the transactions be made public.
Okay, listen to this.
It reports only to the president, these people. It's run by the head of the SEC, the head of the Commodities Trading Group, the Secretary of the Treasury, and the head of the Fed. And they work with banks. Typically, it has been in the past, J.P. Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and they execute orders on all exchanges.
Okay. What he's saying is this. When the market's down and they want the market to go up, what the team does, get together, and they usually use J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, one of the top 5 banks. There's 25 large banks. They take the 5 top of those 25, biggest of those 25, and they print money, give them the money, tell them go buy certain stocks to push the stock market up, especially before the market opens, pre-market, to get the stock market up. This is what they've been doing. Nobody believes it. And we've been doing this for 8 years now, off the back of quantitative easing. And that is why people who buy stocks based on fundamentals or based on you're looking for value stocks like 3M and GE, these old stodgy stocks that you get dividends, forget it. The only way you're going to be safe in the stock market if you do charting. I know this is what I do. If you do charting. Now, that's not rolling up your sleeves and wearing a green visor and sitting there all night with a slide rule. No, that's ridiculous. No, see, I can do it. Anybody can do it. It's simple. I did 2 charts, designed 2 charts. One, it is so simple for people who have no time at all, but they know they got to face retirement and they're not going to do very well with just Social Security. They're not going to make any money with their 401k. This helps them. This helps them. And it just tells you when to get in and when to get out. Here, give you an example. Listen to this today. This is so stupid. Listen to this. Kramer telling people to buy SHOP shops.
I wanted to ask you a quick question about Shopify.
Cloud-based, this is a cloud computing-based shopping platform, and we like it.
We like it. What? Are you kidding me? Shop? The stock gave us a buy signal. And the stock just want to get my note. Yeah, and the stock went up over, went up about 29%. 29% it went up. But here's the beautiful thing. It then told us when to get out. And if you look at it, it was on Wednesday, May 17th, it said pull your money out because the institutions were. And the stock dropped all the way down to around $82. So that means you gained your 29, you started to lose 10% right out of the gate. And he's telling people to buy it, and it's still red, which is telling you the institutions are not putting money in anymore. They're taking money out. But he tells you to buy it based on fundamentals. See, he's telling you to buy it based on management. He's telling you to buy it based on free cash flow. No, buy it based on the Wall Street parasites putting their money in and taking their money out. And that's what charting is. And that's why I always tell you, join my gang, try it for 30 days. And it works. You see it works. Charting is great. You can go, for example, we have a stock now, a couple stocks that we're working with. And if you want to join my gang today, and you can follow me, and especially if you're busy and you want to follow me with a color-coded chart, so you just join the gang. And one of the stocks we're working on right now is an oil stock. And also steel. We're looking at steel. But but for people who are busy, you shouldn't be with individual stocks. You should be with exchange-traded fund stocks, a group of stocks. Like XES is a basket of stocks, okay, for oil services. And it's just started to turn green. And it's not a buy yet. It's not a buy yet because we don't have our last filter, okay, where we have what we call a red and yellow line. They cross, and that tells us now's the time to do it, pull the trigger. I mean, it's so easy. So here's what you do. 877-600-GANG. Call the gang. Call now. They're at the phone. Join and try it for the next month. Now, you get all the other services. You get the services if you want to come to my classroom. The classes are archived. You get the updates all day long. You get teaching, training, whatever you want. Check it out. We'll be right back after this break with more stocks and more about the healthcare.
You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. Phil'sGang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It took me a long time to be able to say Chandler has cancer, because that is such a scary word. St. Jude takes care of absolutely everything. And knowing that we don't have to pay for all of the medical expenses, that's huge.
St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude is uniquely positioned to advance the cures of pediatric cancer, I think better than any other institution in the world. The contributions make a big difference.
Donors are important to us because you get the feeling that you have a team behind you. We have the resources and we have the focus. And so if St. Jude doesn't do it, who will?
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of Phil's Gang. I got a great opportunity for those people who are disgusted with the market, who don't have time to learn. What you do is follow me in the exchange-traded fund that I'm invested in. Every day you go to my site and you can see exactly what I am doing with my investment, and you can mimic me. Nobody else dares do that. Join the gang, philsgang.com.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Performing technical analysis is no easy task for any investor unless conducted with a professional stock charting service. At Phil's Gang, we offer a choice of high-power, color-coded stock charts, all seamlessly integrated, so you can tackle the market the way you want to. The Phil's Gang Max Best 1000 Stock Charts. From Phil's Gang are high-performance HTML5 web-based charts that work on any browser and device, so you can put live streaming data and fully interactive charts in the palm of your hand. Phil Grandy designed the MV software to have the best features, and so far the early reviews have been great. You can plot charts on an intraday basis as well as on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. There is also a built-in watch list that you can customize to your liking. For more information, go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang again. If you want to join the gang, it's 877-600-GANG. I'm starting with an exchange-traded fund, and it's an oil service group. It's a basket. Very low expense. That's the beautiful thing about exchange-traded funds. You don't have big commissions, very tiny expense to it. Join the gang, and we're going to get ready to buy this. And as soon as we get our buy signal on my MV2, then I'll tell you, and then you just follow me. Now, I'm not telling you give me money. It's not a fund. You just go online, whoever you want to go online with, and we use Choice Trade. You can use who you want, and just place an order for a few shares, and then just follow me, and then just do exactly what I do. And that's all you have to do, especially if you're busy. If I tell you to buy, you buy it. When I tell you add to your position, you add to your position. When I tell you to take profits, you take profits. When I tell you to get out, you get out. When I tell you to run like hell, you run like hell. It's that simple. So every night I do it, and during the video, and during the day you get your updates. It's all, and everything's archived. If you want to take, because you are a gang member, $39.95, you can take advantage of everything we do. Classes, updates, you name it. I mean, I get a laugh out of these people who sell these newsletters. I see what they get for some of these newsletters for $100, $200 or more. Are you kidding? They don't give classes. They don't do what I do. So check it out. All I ask, and I've kept this price, $39.95, for over 15 years now, almost 20 years, 18 years now. because I started this to help St. Jude. And by keeping the prices low, I ask if you do make money, please help St. Jude, okay? All right. Also, this is unbelievable. Trump is not a compassionate man. I know him, okay? And you know me. If I see he's doing something I don't like, I'll say it. I'll come out and say it, okay? Because he respects me. If I think he's making a mistake or he's listening to these parasites at Goldman Sachs, his Treasury Secretary now is a Goldman Sachs parasite, his right-hand financial guy, a parasite from Goldman Sachs. If I think they're influencing him and he's doing things that are wrong, he'll come around, though. He'll figure out. He's a very smart guy. But he's not compassionate. I know him personally. He's very compassionate. But listen to this. Compare compassion between Trump and a liberal by the name of Obama. First, Trump.
I extend my deepest condolences to those so terribly injured in this terrorist attack and to the many killed. So many young, beautiful, innocent people living and enjoying their lives murdered by evil losers, because that's what they are. They're losers.
Okay, now here's the other version, the other terrorist attack, but Obama now addressing it.
The FBI is still gathering the facts about what happened in San Bernardino. So far, we have no evidence that the killers were directed by a terrorist organization overseas or that they were part of a broader conspiracy here at home. We also need to make it harder for people to buy powerful assault weapons, like the ones that were used in San Bernardino.
Judge yourself. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? It's the gun's fault. It's like he was defending the terrorists, for God's sakes. Ridiculous. Look, maybe if the liberals stopped the fraud, the continuing fraud of Medicaid, $222 billion a year, and maybe if they focused on the disability check fraud. Do you know the disability checks doubled by $6 billion? Doubled. There was $22 billion in fraud. Disability checks cost you and me, the taxpayer, $128 billion a year from our taxes. They're in the hole right now, $25 billion in the hole. You and I are going to have to they're going to raise taxes on us probably to fill that up. $22 billion. So Trump wants to cut the budget back because what he's going to do is he's going to make it up through catching the fraud. Every president says they're going after the fraud. The biggest fraud was Obama and Biden. When it was all show, remember when Obama said, I got a new sheriff in town.
Joe will keep an eye on how precious tax dollars are being spent. To you, he's Mr. Vice President, but around the White House, we call him the sheriff. Because if you're misusing taxpayer money, you'll have to answer to him.
God, you talk about misuse of taxpayer money. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Joe never did a thing. You don't think Trump will? Of course he will. He's going to do it. So, but the problem is, for years, they just keep giving and giving and giving. You got to give this back, not to the states. See, at least with the food stamps now, they're giving it back to the states and say, you take care of this. In fact, why don't you do what Bill Clinton did? Attached to the food stamps, they got to show they're working. And as I said earlier, welfare went down by 50%. But I think it shouldn't even go back to the states. It should go back to the cities. It should go back to the towns. Whether it's Medicare, disability checks, you're going to know the guy, he's not disabled. Oh, I got hurt at work, my back, and he's out playing baseball. I mean, give me a break. Go back to the cities. Go back to the small towns. Then we get rid of all this fraud. It's amazing. They just never get rid of the fraud, but they keep taking our money, just like the Commerce Department. Thank God he's cutting programs from the Commerce Department, $633 million. PBS is an example. Why would you and I pay PBS? PBS makes a fortune. PBS sells ads. Why are we subsidizing them? The Education Department, he's cutting $4.9 billion. He should double that. I don't have time to go into it all, but if you go through the Commerce Department, Education Department, and Energy Department, where he's cutting $633 million, $4.9 billion, and another $398 million, if I went through every one of the wastes, you would be sick. Now, let's talk about the stock market. Look, right now, the stock market is in a narrow range until they figure out this budget, that they figure out if Trump is going to get through his tax cuts, get through his new health care plan, his infrastructure plan, and they're going to push it off. And I said they're going to push it off. He's not going to get it this year. Because why? Because he's got a bunch of backstabbers around him. Paul Ryan is one of his big backstabbers. And then he's got these two guys from Goldman Sachs who are working for him. He'll toss them out in a while because he's getting bad information from them, bad advice from them. But they will not get it done. Remember, the Senate is supposed to now take up the health care bill. They said they'd get it done before they broke in Memorial Day. They didn't get it done. Now they're not going to. Now they come back, they're going to break for the summer. It's not going to. The big tax bill is not going to happen until the fall. But then there's a problem with the tax bill. Well, these two Goldman Sachs boys and the Treasury Secretary, Munchkin, who put this thing together, boy, what a contradiction. He has really put Trump in the bag here. Unbelievable. But there's a reason for it, and I'll explain it. But if you remember during the campaign, Trump identified how under Obama, the middle class, because of quantitative easing, that's the printing of money. When you hear printing of money and printing, they take the money and they give it to companies, buy their own stock, and they push the stock market all artificial. During that time, the middle class suffered. Massive income inequality. There's never been a greater gap between the wealthy and the middle class. And because of that, the middle class household incomes dropped from $57,780 down to $51,000, almost a 10% decline. So candidate Trump reminded voters to make America great again, we need to support our middle class. Because our middle class, that's where the energy comes from. The middle class, that's where our small business comes from. And when I get back from break, I'll tell you exactly what he promised and what is going to happen with that promise and why. Join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Join me, follow me in the next oil stock.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
Hi, this is Ron from Washington State, and I subscribe to the Phil's Gang MV2, and I just wanted to let Phil know that right after the election, I made a $7,000 profit using the MV2 on Wells Fargo stock.
Complete guidance and professional education for investors who want to succeed in the stock market.
I've been in the financial business myself about 24 years, and very much enjoy the software program for the charts.
I've been a long-time Phil subscriber, and I just want to recommend it to anybody out there. I think it's a wonderful tool and works very, very well.
Don't wait. For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Recognized as an Axiom Business Award winner, the highly acclaimed Walter's Way book, authored by legendary businessman Walter Scheer, is now available in digital and audio formats at the philsgang.com Bud Z store. Enjoy the stories of a relief kid who survived TB, corporate betrayal, bankruptcy, and still made millions and touched the lives of billions. Don't wait. Pick up the Walter's Way book in hardcover, digital, and in audio format at philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
To be able to just get my son to St. Jude and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passionate desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. You're listening to The Best of Phil's Gang. Welcome back. This segment of the Phil's Gang Show is brought to you by the MV Stock Charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. If you want, remember I said that I am going to be purchasing an exchange-traded fund. It has to do with oil services. It's a basket, XES. If you want to join the gang for $39.95, you can follow me. And when I'm ready to invest in it, I will tell you. And then you can also, not with me, you get your own, go online and then buy whatever shares you want. And then follow me every day in XES. And this is ideal for people who have no time because I would do a video at the end of each day and show you what I did and you copycat what I do. The point is you're going to get used to using this chart. And it's so beautiful. It's so easy because it tells you when to get in, when to get out. It's not a gimmick. And so $39.95, you get all of the benefits of the gang. But you're going to be focusing on this one thing, on this one XES, this basket. Now, I also, if you want quickly, you go through, just go to my site, philsgang.com. It's open. You can see under Phil's Toolbox the returns. Okay, all the different returns. We even had a loss here. SMH, we had a 2.93% loss. We got all the gains that we made, 8%, 6%. Another loss of 6%. We had 13% gain. I mean, all a 20% gain. So it's all from the MV2. Check it out. Okay, I don't hide the losses. They're right there. And just follow me. Now they ask if you donate a little bit of money to St. Jude when we're successful. That's it. It's that easy. Okay, it's not hard. And then if you want to do more, then it's up to you. Then you can become as active as you want with the gang. All right, here's the number, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. They're at the phones now. You can give them a call. Okay. Listen to this here. Never listen to these people. Remember Bernanke? He lied about what quantitative easing was. Because there's another, remember, we're going to be in quantitative easing again. We never got out of it, first of all.
I just want to emphasize that we're very focused on Main Street. We're trying to create jobs. We're trying to make housing affordable. Our low interest rates have created a lot of ability to buy automobiles.
Is it fair to say, though, that Wall Street has benefited more than Main Street has?
I don't think so.
That was one of the biggest lies, and he lied about the purpose of QE. Now, here's what's going on. Remember when Trump was running as a candidate, and he understood how quantitative easing, these low interest rates, all fake. It was hurting the Main Street folks. Quantitative easing killed Main Street because when you have zero interest rates, then companies do not invest in their companies. So therefore, productivity doesn't go up and your wages don't go up if they don't hire. Companies, CEOs, when they get $3 or $2 or $6 million and there's no interest on it, they don't invest it. What they do is buy their own shares back to push the stock price up. So the CEO, becomes very wealthy. So it's only the CEOs, the hedge funds, Wall Street get very wealthy in the quantitative easing. They lied and said, oh, this is going to be wonderful. We're going to create all kinds of jobs. With a total lie. Now let's get back to the promise. Trump said we got to do a massive tax cut. I want to do a $6 trillion massive tax cut, which 77% of that $6 trillion will go to the middle class who got screwed, who their household income dropped by about 10%, from about $57,000 to $51,000. And remember, we never had an economic recovery. So he wanted to give this massive tax cut. Well, while he was away, Mnuchin comes out and he announces the tax cuts. And here's what he says. He was being interviewed, rather. He's being interviewed, and they asked, okay, now, when are we going to get this beautiful, massive tax cut for the middle class?
The president's objective is to create a middle-income tax cut. We're going to be working closely, but again, that's our intent. I can't pledge what the results will be, since the results are going to be a combined effort of the administration, the House, and the Senate.
Wow. Wait a minute. That doesn't sound so positive, does it? Well, guess what? They're not going to get their massive tax cuts. Now, is that the fault of Trump? No. He had to change his direction. Because what he has learned while he's been in office, this quantitative easing, which is nothing but deficit spending. When he says, I was left a mess, he was left a mess. Meaning they are spending more money than they were taking in income taxes. And then also what they were doing is they were taking the money and they were targeting it to areas that didn't help out the economy. What Obama was doing was giving a lot of the money to Democrat governors so they could pay the union police, the fire, all the union teachers, because he wanted their votes the next time around. So the money didn't even get to the areas of our economy that would boost jobs, would boost economic growth. As a result, the middle class, remember the average household in this country, combined incomes around $57,000. That got cut by 10%. So they need these tax cuts right now. And he can't give them to them because we're in such a mess. He can't. And the other thing he's going to find, what he has to do, is he has to now spend more money than Obama. Bigger deficit spending, twice the amount. And yet, we're not going to pick up our income to cover it. So we're going to be spending even more. And these two guys from Goldman Sachs are telling, look, if we spend more, they're saying the problem is Obama didn't spend enough. He should have printed more money and spent even more. And then he would have grown the economy. And then we could absorb. We could grow the economy and we could absorb all these interest rate hikes and the economy would start growing. It didn't happen. And when he doubles the expenditures, when he starts spending double, that's not going to get him to a 4% GDP, but he'll figure that out. He's getting bamboozled by these Goldman Sachs guys because the Goldman Sachs guys, they want to have a budget that just benefits Wall Street. And what benefits Wall Street is quantitative easing because Wall Street gets all this free money. Look, it didn't last. In other words, they said quantitative easing would last for 12 to 18 months. That was it. It lasted 8 years. For 8 years because everyone started to realize what would happen if they stopped the deficit spending, if they stopped the money printing, if they stopped the 0% rates. If they stopped all of that, the stock market would crash. Remember, our stock market's been propped up for 8 years. Our economy's been propped up for 8 years with free interest, low interest rates. Trump wanted to change that, but now he finds he can't. So he's hoping, and these guys from Wall Street tell him, well, look, if you double the spending, we think we can grow the economy even though the dollar is weak. I don't agree with that. But Trump is smart enough, he will see early on when he starts down this road, it's not going to work. He's got to go back to a strong dollar, which is associated with a strong economy, strong wages, strong everything. And he's going to have to let the country go into a recession. He's going to have to let the stock market correct itself, have a 20, 30% correction. That's the problem. I talked about this before. Baby Bush, Obama never let the stock market correct 30, 40%. So you clean up your balance sheets, both the corporations, both government, both at home. You clean up the balance sheets. Then you come out after about 12 months, 13, 14 months. You come out strong with an economic growth of 4%. You're creating jobs of 400,000 jobs a month, not 135,000. So he's going to get a lot of criticism for changing, okay, what was to be a massive tax cut. He can't give that massive tax cut. It's impossible because this economy is so bad. And again, the difference between what I'm saying, what I oppose, is stop with this QE and let's go right into a market correction. Let's tighten our belt. Let's get rid of our debt, both household debt, corporate debt. Stop this phony 8 years of propping up the market by printing money. Print money and free rates, or even a 1% rate is going to be, it's not, first of all, it's not going to work. Because for every quarter point they raise interest, that's another $50 billion in interest on top of the $233 billion in interest we're paying now on the national debt. Not going to work. What does work? My gang. Join me, Phil's gang, and my oil ETF.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.